The true crime podcast genre has experienced significant growth, transitioning from a niche interest to mainstream popularity. This evolution has altered how crime stories are consumed and perceived by the public. True crime podcasts have transformed the narrative landscape of crime storytelling. Early true crime podcasts pioneered a narrative approach, engaging listeners in the investigation. This narrative style fostered a sense of collective discovery among listeners. Podcasts like Serial exemplify this approach, drawing listeners into the unfolding story. The success of Serial significantly increased the production of true crime podcasts. Many true crime podcasts adopted a more conversational and accessible style to broaden audience engagement. Adopting a conversational style helps true crime podcasts engage a wider audience. Modern true crime podcasts have refined the storytelling format. These podcasts emphasize concise narratives and direct engagement with listeners. Refined storytelling and direct engagement enhance the accessibility of true crime content. The rise of true crime podcasts has led to discussions about ethical considerations. Ethical concerns include the potential for sensationalism in true crime podcast content. True crime podcasts may impact victims' families, raising questions about privacy and respect. True crime podcasts influence public perception of serial killers. These podcasts shape opinions on criminal justice. True crime media also affects public understanding of forensic science. Media analysis reveals the complex relationship between true crime content and public sentiment. True crime podcasts have significantly influenced popular culture. The genre's impact is reflected in the rise of true crime books, TV shows, and films. This influence demonstrates true crime's growing presence in entertainment. True crime podcasts employ diverse investigative approaches. Some shows conduct original research, including interviews and on-site investigations. Other podcasts rely on existing case files and media reports. True crime podcasts may influence ongoing investigations and trials. The impartiality of investigations and due process in trials could be compromised by public exposure. Legal experts are actively discussing the ethical and legal ramifications of true crime podcasts. Podcast creators have a responsibility to present accurate information about serial killers. Presenting accurate information helps to avoid perpetuating harmful stereotypes about serial killers. Responsible podcasting involves careful research and fact-checking to ensure information accuracy. Listeners engage with true crime podcasts due to a fascination with the macabre. True crime podcasts appeal to a desire to understand criminal behavior. A sense of community is fostered among listeners of true crime podcasts. Psychologists investigate the psychological factors driving the popularity of true crime podcasts. True crime podcasts often explore themes of fear, providing listeners with a controlled sense of danger. Empathy plays a role as listeners connect with victims in their stories. The pursuit of justice and the desire to solve mysteries are key motivators for true crime podcast consumption. Psychological analysis reveals complex interactions between fear, empathy, and justice in the appeal of true crime podcasts. The media landscape has been transformed by the rise of true crime podcasts. Traditional news outlets are adapting their coverage to compete with the popularity of true crime podcasts. The true crime genre's popularity has influenced the style and format of traditional news reporting. The future of true crime podcasts may involve increased collaboration with law enforcement. Forensic experts can provide deeper insights into criminal cases for true crime podcasts. Collaborative efforts enhance the investigative depth and factual accuracy of true crime podcasts. Such collaborations may offer listeners more comprehensive analyses and perspectives on criminal cases. The rise of true crime podcasts mirrors increased societal focus on social justice. True crime podcasts reflect a public demand for transparency and accountability within criminal justice systems. The evolution of true crime podcasts is intertwined with evolving societal values and expectations. True crime podcasts are shifting focus to victim-centered narratives as the genre matures. This evolution gives voice to those directly affected by violent crime. The focus on victim narratives provides a platform for sharing experiences and perspectives. Balancing the public's right to know with individual privacy rights presents a significant legal challenge in criminal cases. Public access to information must be carefully managed to prevent undue harm to individuals involved in legal proceedings. Privacy rights protect individuals from unwarranted intrusion and potential prejudice during criminal investigations and trials. Legal analysts navigate the complexities of these competing interests to ensure fair and just outcomes. Sound design and music enhance the immersive experience for listeners of true crime podcasts. Strategic use of sound creates suspense and intrigue in true crime podcasting. Sound design in true crime podcasts can intensify emotional engagement and create a sense of unease. True crime podcasts offer a platform for amateur detectives to share theories and insights. These shared theories and insights contribute to a collective understanding of criminal cases. The collaborative analysis fosters a deeper exploration of case details and potential leads. Criminologists study the social factors contributing to the phenomenon of serial killers. Cultural factors, such as media influence and societal norms, are also examined in relation to serial killers. Themes of power and control are central to understanding the motivations of serial killers. The concept of deviance is explored to understand how serial killers violate societal norms and values. The media's portrayal of serial killers has evolved over time. This evolution reflects changing societal attitudes towards crime and violence. The portrayal of serial killers is also influenced by shifting cultural values. Podcast creators are innovating within the true crime genre using new formats. Storytelling techniques are evolving to maintain audience engagement in true crime podcasts. Experimentation is key to keeping the true crime podcast genre fresh and captivating. True crime podcasts provide a unique form of entertainment by blending mystery, suspense, and social commentary. The mystery element engages listeners through unsolved cases and intricate narratives. Suspense is created through detailed storytelling and dramatic reconstructions of events. Social commentary arises from examining the broader societal implications and systemic failures related to the crimes. True crime podcast production involves extensive research to ensure accuracy and depth. Fact-checking is a crucial step in true crime podcasting to maintain credibility and avoid misinformation. Ethical considerations are paramount in true crime podcasting to respect victims and their families. Legal review ensures true crime podcasts comply with defamation and privacy laws. True crime podcasts can significantly shape public opinion regarding ongoing criminal trials. Increased public attention driven by podcasts may influence jury selection and juror bias. The accessibility and narrative style of podcasts can simplify complex legal information, potentially leading to misinterpretations. Legal scholars debate the ethical implications of true crime podcasts on the fairness and impartiality of the judicial process. Archival audio enhances true crime podcasts by providing authentic primary source material. Interviews with key figures lend credibility and first-hand perspectives to true crime narratives. The combination of archival audio and interviews builds a comprehensive and trustworthy account of events. True crime podcasts can provide a sense of closure for some listeners. These podcasts often offer insights into cases that have remained unsolved for years. Listeners may gain a better understanding of the complexities and details of unsolved mysteries. Sociologists analyze the social and cultural impact of true crime podcasts. These podcasts often explore themes of fear and anxiety within society. True crime podcasts can also foster social cohesion by creating shared experiences and discussions. Research reveals how these podcasts reflect and shape societal perceptions of crime and justice. Media fascination with serial killers reflects a broader societal preoccupation with violence. This preoccupation reveals a deeper societal interest in the darker aspects of human nature. The media's focus on serial killers can be seen as a mirror, reflecting society's own hidden impulses and fears. Podcast creators are increasingly collaborating with experts to provide informed perspectives on criminal cases. Expert collaboration enhances the depth and nuance of criminal case analysis in podcasts. Informed perspectives from experts provide listeners with a more comprehensive understanding of complex criminal cases. True crime podcasts provide a platform for victims' families to share their stories. These podcasts allow families to advocate for justice and raise awareness about unsolved cases. By sharing personal experiences, families contribute to a deeper understanding of the impact of crime. Producing true crime podcasts involves complex and multifaceted ethical considerations. Ethical concerns in true crime podcasts include responsible storytelling and avoiding sensationalism. Protecting the privacy and dignity of victims and their families is paramount in true crime podcasting. Accuracy and thorough fact-checking are crucial to maintaining credibility and avoiding misinformation. Producing and distributing true crime podcasts may carry significant legal ramifications. Legal considerations include defamation, invasion of privacy, and potential obstruction of justice. Podcast creators must ensure factual accuracy and avoid biased or misleading portrayals. Clearances and permissions from individuals involved in the cases are essential to mitigate legal risks. Dramatic reenactments immerse listeners in the podcast's narrative. Sound effects enhance the auditory experience, adding depth and realism to the podcast. The combination of reenactments and sound effects creates a more engaging and memorable podcast. True crime podcasts foster a sense of community among listeners with shared interests. Shared interest in the true crime genre creates a common ground for podcast listeners. Podcast listening provides a virtual space for community interaction and engagement. Psychologists investigate the psychological profiles of serial killers to understand the underlying factors influencing their behavior. The study of serial killer psychology involves analyzing personality traits, behavioral patterns, and potential triggers. Understanding the psychological profiles of serial killers can aid in developing effective prevention and intervention strategies. Media portrayals of serial killers frequently reinforce negative stereotypes and inaccuracies. Sensationalism in media coverage can distort public perception and understanding of serial killers, motives, and behaviors. Harmful stereotypes in media portrayals can lead to biased judgments and discriminatory attitudes towards individuals with mental health issues. Podcast creators are increasingly focusing on systemic factors that contribute to crime. Systemic factors such as poverty contribute significantly to crime rates. Inequality, particularly economic disparity, is a key systemic driver of criminal activity. Limited access to education perpetuates cycles of poverty and increases the likelihood of involvement in crime. Addressing systemic issues is crucial for long-term crime prevention and societal improvement. True crime podcasts provide a platform for social commentary. These podcasts can serve as a form of advocacy. True crime podcasts can highlight systemic issues within the criminal justice system. True crime podcast production demands a high degree of sensitivity towards victims and their families. Ethical considerations are paramount to avoid causing further trauma or distress. Responsible storytelling involves thorough research, fact-checking, and nuanced presentation. Balancing the public's right to know with individual privacy presents a complex legal challenge in criminal cases. The disclosure of personal information in criminal cases can infringe upon the privacy rights of involved individuals. Unfettered public access to case details may lead to biased public perception and potential prejudice against the accused. Legal frameworks must establish clear boundaries for information disclosure to safeguard individual privacy while maintaining transparency. Interviews with law enforcement officials enhance the credibility of true crime podcasts. Forensic expert testimonies provide authoritative insights into true crime cases. The inclusion of expert perspectives builds trust and engagement with the audience. True crime podcasts can provide a sense of catharsis for some listeners. These podcasts offer a way to process fears and anxieties related to crime. Listening to true crime content may help individuals confront and understand their own concerns about safety and security. Sociologists explore the social and cultural factors driving the fascination with true crime. Media influence, psychological curiosity, and social commentary are key elements in understanding the true crime phenomenon. Historical context and societal anxieties also contribute to the public's interest in true crime narratives. Media portrayals of crime can reflect and reinforce existing social biases. Crime reporting can perpetuate inequalities through bias selection and framing of stories. The media's focus on certain types of crime can distort public perception of actual crime rates and patterns. Reinforcing stereotypes in crime reporting can lead to discriminatory attitudes and practices. Podcast platforms are increasingly utilized to raise awareness of significant social issues. Podcasts serve as a medium for disseminating information and fostering discussions on social topics. The accessibility and reach of podcasts enable broad engagement with social issues. True crime podcasts enable listeners to connect with individuals sharing similar interests and values. Shared interests and values foster a sense of community among true crime podcast listeners. Podcasts serve as a platform for exploring complex narratives and engaging in discussions about justice and morality. Producing true crime podcasts demands a considerable investment of time. Significant resources are required for true crime podcast production. The production process involves extensive research, recording, and editing. Producing true crime podcasts can expose creators and distributors to various legal liabilities. Defamation lawsuits may arise from inaccurate or misleading portrayals of individuals in true crime podcasts. Invasion of privacy claims can occur if podcasts disclose sensitive personal information without consent. Copyright infringement is a risk when using copyrighted material, such as music or excerpts from other works, without permission. Producers and distributors should implement robust fact-checking and legal review processes to mitigate these liabilities. Sound effects enhance the emotional impact of true crime podcasts. Music heightens the emotional engagement of true crime podcasts. Sound effects and music work together to create a more immersive experience. True crime podcasts offer listeners a form of escapism. These podcasts provide a temporary distraction from the stresses of everyday life. The immersive narratives create a sense of detachment from personal problems. Psychologists investigate the psychological impacts of engaging with true crime podcasts. Research explores potential correlations between true crime podcast consumption and changes in anxiety levels. Studies analyze how true crime narratives may influence perceptions of risk and personal safety. Psychological research examines the motivations behind the widespread popularity of true crime podcasts. Media portrayal of crime significantly shapes public perceptions and attitudes. Sensationalized crime reporting can lead to exaggerated perceptions of crime rates and increased fear. Focusing on violent crime disproportionately can distort the public's understanding of overall crime trends. Media framing influences public opinion on crime prevention policies and criminal justice reform. Podcast creators are increasingly focusing on solutions to crime. Prevention programs are a key area of focus for crime-related podcasts. Rehabilitation efforts are also prominently featured in podcasts discussing crime solutions. These podcasts aim to educate the public and promote informed discussions about effective crime reduction strategies. True crime podcasts provide listeners with insights into the criminal justice system. Listeners gain knowledge about legal processes, investigative techniques, and courtroom procedures through true crime podcasts. True crime podcasts explore the complexities and challenges inherent in the pursuit of justice. Producing true crime podcasts demands a rigorous commitment to accuracy. Fairness in true crime podcasting necessitates balanced storytelling and ethical considerations. Accuracy and fairness are essential for responsible true crime podcast production. Journalists and podcasters covering criminal cases have ethical obligations. These obligations include ensuring accuracy, avoiding bias, and protecting privacy. Ethical breaches can compromise the integrity of the legal process and public trust. Responsible reporting requires thorough investigation and verification of facts. Interviews with victims and their families offer profound insights into the impact of crime. Victim and family interviews humanize crime statistics, providing a personal perspective on loss and suffering. These interviews can powerfully convey the long-term emotional and psychological consequences for those affected by crime. True crime podcasts can provide listeners with a sense of empowerment. These podcasts offer listeners a way to engage with and take action against crime. Listeners may feel empowered by learning about crime and justice. Sociologists examine the social and cultural factors influencing crime and violence. Social inequality, lack of education, and cultural norms are often key contributors to criminal behavior. Studying these factors helps in developing effective crime prevention and intervention strategies. Media portrayals of crime can perpetuate harmful stereotypes. Stereotypical media portrayals of crime contribute to social inequality. Biased media coverage can reinforce negative perceptions and discriminatory practices. Podcast platforms are increasingly utilized to promote criminal justice reform. Podcast creators are leveraging their influence to advocate for changes in the legal system. These platforms provide a voice for reform, reaching a broad audience with diverse perspectives. True crime podcasts allow listeners to connect with others who share a passion for social justice. Listeners engage with true crime podcasts to explore themes of justice, accountability, and societal impact. These podcasts foster a sense of community among individuals concerned with ethical considerations and legal outcomes. Producing true crime podcasts requires a strong understanding of the criminal justice system. Knowledge of legal procedures, evidence handling, and courtroom dynamics is essential for accurate reporting. Ethical considerations, such as respecting victims' privacy and avoiding misinformation, are paramount. Social media presents novel legal challenges in covering criminal cases. The rapid dissemination of information via social media can potentially compromise impartiality. Maintaining fair trial rights amidst pervasive online commentary requires careful legal consideration. Balancing freedom of speech with the need to protect the integrity of legal proceedings is a key concern. Archival footage and documents provide depth and context to true crime podcasts. Historical records enhance the narrative by offering verifiable evidence and background information. The integration of primary sources ensures accuracy and credibility in true crime storytelling. True crime podcasts can provide a sense of closure for some listeners. These podcasts offer a way to make sense of tragedy by exploring the details of criminal cases. Listeners may find comfort in the structured analysis and resolution, even if vicarious. Criminologists study the causes of crime, seeking to understand the factors that lead individuals to engage in criminal behavior. Criminology also examines the consequences of crime, including its impact on victims, communities, and the criminal justice system. The field of criminology integrates theories and empirical research to inform crime prevention and intervention strategies. Criminological research contributes to the development of effective policies and practices aimed at reducing crime rates and improving public safety. Media portrayal of crime can significantly shape public policy. The way crime is presented in the media can influence political debates. Sensationalized or biased reporting can distort public perception of crime rates and trends. Podcast platforms are increasingly utilized to foster empathy and understanding among listeners. Podcast creators use their platforms to share diverse perspectives and personal stories, promoting emotional connections with their audience. By exploring complex social issues and personal experiences, Podcasts can bridge divides and cultivate a more compassionate society. True crime podcasts provide listeners with opportunities to learn about diverse cultures and perspectives. Exposure to true crime narratives can broaden understanding of social issues and human behavior across various cultural contexts. By exploring cases from different regions, listeners gain insights into the unique challenges and complexities faced by different communities. True crime podcast production necessitates a robust ethical framework. Ethical considerations in true crime podcasts include ensuring victim privacy and avoiding sensationalism. Maintaining accuracy and providing balanced perspectives are crucial ethical components of true crime storytelling. Transparency regarding sources and potential biases is essential for ethical true crime podcasting. Protecting the rights of the accused is a cornerstone of justice. The presumption of innocence ensures that every individual is considered not guilty until proven otherwise. Accused individuals have the right to legal representation to ensure a fair trial. The right to a fair and speedy trial prevents indefinite detention and ensures timely justice. Storytelling techniques enhance the engagement and accessibility of true crime podcasts. Effective storytelling in podcasts involves narrative structure, character development, and suspense building. Storytelling makes complex true crime cases more understandable and relatable to a wider audience. True crime podcasts allow listeners to engage with the human experience. Podcasts provide a medium for exploring complex narratives and real-world events. Listeners connect emotionally and intellectually with the stories and perspectives presented in true crime podcasts.